Good morning, students. I am your lecturer, VP Sir. In this session, today we are discussing about what is the graphical presentation of a displacement time graph. Okay, what is the use of displacement time graph is when object is in a motion, it will crosses the certain positions. We know very well the displacement is nothing but the shortest distance between the 2 points, either initial or final positions. ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಶಾರ್ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ ಅಂತ. ದಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ರಾಸಸ್ ಬೈ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್. ಅದನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ನಾವು ಗ್ರಾಫಿಕಲಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಲ್ವಾ. ದಟ್ ಗ್ರಾಫಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಹಿಯರ್ if an object is moving, as displacement increases, time also increases ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So this will gives what x position as a displacement axis, then this y axis is known as what time axis here. Here as displacement increases, time also increases. ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ if an object is moving, then x1 be the initial position by making an angle theta with a time interval t1. ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತದ, that position is x1 ಅದ, time t1 ಅದ, by making an angle theta 2 ಅದ. If it crosses another position, that position is called x2 ಅದ. These two position will give shortest distance along the actual path ಬರ್ತದೆ. that actual path certain distance ಅನ್ನ ಅಥವಾ short distance ಅನ್ನ ನಾವೇನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ displacement. Suppose if an object is moving by crossing two certain positions with respect to time interval t1 t2, this will represent what a displacement time graph. This can be expressed as the area under displacement time graph ಏನು ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ we know very well the rate of change of displacement by time is called as velocity. So therefore the dotted lines are area under curve represents velocity. So therefore velocity v equals to displacement divided by time. Displacement in the sense what? The change in the position, final minus initial. So therefore x2 minus x1, each displacement or each position with respect to time interval. So therefore t2 minus t1. In the sense what? There will be a change in the position with respect to change in the time interval agide andre this can be represented as delta x upon delta t. So this will be the graphical presentation as well as a mathematical expression for a displacement time graph. Okay, after that, so with the help of this one we can describe velocity time graph also, position time graph also. So we know very well about velocity time graph. So without going velocity time graph, we will discuss a displacement time graph in some certain cases. Suppose if an object or if two cars are there, say it is car A and B, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಕಾರ್ ಇವೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, suppose car A and car B with the help of a displacement time graph, say it is called as what a displacement x and a time t here. There are two cars are there. It is called B car, it is called A car. This question may ask in competitive exams also. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಕಾರ್ ಇದಾವೆ, A ಮತ್ತು B ಕಾರ್ ಇದಾವೆ. Among these two cars, ಇವೆರಡು ಕಾರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಕಾರು ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹೊಂಟಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅರೆ ಎರಡು ಸೇಮ್ ಇದಾವಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. But according to the displacement time graph, the slope of car B is greater compared to A. ಈ ಎರಡು ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ ಹೋಲಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಬಿ ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಟು ಎ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ದ ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾರ್ ಬಿ ಈಸ್ ಗ್ರೇಟರ್, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ, ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ಇನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್. ಸೊ ಕಾರ್ ಬಿ ವಿಲ್ ಮೂವ್, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮೂವ್ ಫಾಸ್ಟರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಾರ್ ಎ. So by this we can write, we can discuss many problems also. So after that one, let us focus on velocity time graph. What is the actual meant for velocity time graph? What are the uses of velocity time graph? So we know very well velocity time graph. Because the quantities like displacement, velocity, acceleration, these are the time dependent quantities. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಟೈಮ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿದಾವೆ ಅಂದರೆ ದೆನ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಶುಡ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೋಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಆಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ವಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ದೆನ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವೈ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ದೆನ್ ವೈ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಟೈಮ್, ಆಸ್ ಅ ಟಿ ಹಿಯರ್. Then x is taken as the v here. Okay, after that ಏನು ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ನಾವು ಅಂದರೆ x and y are the axis representing velocity as well as time, because velocity is depends on what time interval. So velocity is a time dependent quantity ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬೋದು. Suppose an object is in a motion. If it maintains constant velocity or average velocity, then what will be the graphical presentation of a motion of an object in a velocity time graph? ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತು ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತದಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ವಸ್ತುವಿನ ಮೋಷನನ್ನು ಗ್ರಾಫಿಕಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಂಗೆ ನೀವು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಅದ್ರ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಹೇಗಿರ್ತದೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಮೂವ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕೇಸ್ ನಾವೇನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೋದು ಅಂದರೆ, ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇಫ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್, time intervals also increases. In the sense what? As velocity of an object increases with the time interval. Time ಜೊತೆಗೆ ವೇಗ ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, increase ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ with the time interval. With the help of this graph ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. Suppose ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಹೀಗಿದ್ರೆ, ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಲೈನ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್, ಸೆಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎ ಮತ್ತು ಬಿ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. ದೆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ, ಇಫ್ when a body moves with what average velocity, when a body moves with what uniform velocity in the magnitude with the same interval of a time ಆದರೆ, in the sense what, when the body moves with uniform in the sense what, ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ ಪ್ರಕಾರ which covers equal displacement in a equal time interval. ಆದರೆ when a body seems to be rest ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, but body is in a motion ಆಗುತ್ತೆ due to frame of references, uniform velocity with respect to time interval. So this will be a velocity time graph. In the sense what, v is a thing but a function of a time anta na ತಗೋಬಹುದು. So therefore this is also called as what, a vt graph. But question comes out, sir, what is actually meant for velocity time graph? Just understand velocity by time. We know very well the ratio of velocity by time or the change of velocity by time gives what, acceleration. We know very well with the help of uniform velocity we will get uniform acceleration simply. But we know very well the area under dotted lines or area under curve represents the significance of velocity time graph is acceleration. So therefore, the significance of VT graph represents acceleration, or it is also called area under curve, or dotted lines will represents acceleration. So this is the main cause for to understand the velocity time graph. Now question comes out, what is the use of a velocity time graph? What do you understand from a velocity time graph? With the help of velocity time graph, we can analyze the motion of an object on what direction, on what velocity. We can predict the motion of an object in terms of velocities. We may get uniform accelerations also. These are the many uses to understand the velocity time graph. Okay. After completion of velocity time graph, we know very well the uses of velocity time graph. With the help of these graphs, we can move with a very important topic of this chapter. Those are called as kinematic equations. Question comes out, what is meant for kinematic equations? Andrenu anta barutte. So the word kine in the sense what? Motion. We know very well kinematics is a branch of mechanics which deals about a motion of an object without knowing the reason, such that the word kine in the sense what? Motion. That motion can be predicted, can be expressed in terms of what? Mathematics. The motion of object and now mathematical ರೂಪಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ kinematics ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So here kinematic equation can be derived with respect to what? Uniform acceleration. Here quantities are there like x b the displacement na ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ represent ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, displacement ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀನಿ, displacement. Here v is called final velocity ಅಂತ ತಗೋತೀನಿ, final velocity ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. v naught ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಏನು ಕರಿಬಹುದು, initial velocity ಅಂತ ತಗೋಬಹುದು, initial velocity ಅಂತ ತಗೋಬಹುದು. Because acceleration is uniform or constant acceleration, so a is called acceleration anta tagobodu. And most important is t is a time interval. With the help of these quantities we can derive the expression for respective cases such as kinematic equations na prove madabodu. There are three fundamental equations are there in physics. Those are also derived from the derived quantities, such as first one is x equal to v naught t plus half at square. It is also represented as s equal to ut plus half at square ಅಂತನೂ ಕೂಡ ಬರೀತಾರೆ. ಅದಾದ ಮೇಲೆ next one is v equal to v naught plus at. It is also represented as v equal to u plus at ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಬರೀತಾರೆ. And the final one is v equal to v naught square plus 2ax ಅಂತ ಬರೀತಾರೆ. This can also be expressed as v square equal to u square plus 2as. These are the respective form of a kinematic equation. In such equation a is remain same. ಈ ಮೂರು equation ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತ ಬನ್ನಿ, a same ಇದೆ. In the sense what? The kinematic equation can be derived with respect to what? Uniform acceleration and what you called as constant acceleration ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬಹುದು. So such as ನಾವೇನು ಬರಿಬೋದು ಅಂದರೆ we can derive the following equations. Let us begin with the very first equation of a kinetic one. First one is derive x equal to v naught t plus half a t square ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಒಂದೇ r s equal to ut plus half a t square ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಒಂದೇ. This equation can be derived with the help of a previous concept. ಯಾವುದಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ velocity time graph ಬೇಕು. Without graphical presentation of VT graph, we unable to derive such equations. ಅದು ಇಲ್ದೇ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. That is why it is very important to understand velocity time graph in the respective cases. Such as ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ. This is called x axis ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. This is called y axis ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. This is very important. Okay? We know very well if a body is in a motion. Okay? This is called as what? A. This is called as what? B. This is C, this is D, this is O here. Okay? Assume that this is velocity here. This is T, time T. We know very well this graph is also called positive acceleration with a positive direction also. We'll discuss later. Consider an object is in a motion. Object motion ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Motion ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ such quantities may changes. What are those quantities? ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. Displacement change ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, velocity change ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, time interval change ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಆದರೆ acceleration is remain same ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. Because we are using what? Kinetic equations ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ if object is at a position A ಒಳಗದ, then the time interval is said to be 0 ಅಂದರೆ the initial velocity is what? V naught ಅಂತ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. So this position having velocity is what? V naught. After time interval t, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸಮಯ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ B ಒಳಗಿರ್ತದ. Because time interval change ಆಗ್ತದ and reaches what? Final velocity ಆಗ್ತದ. So this will indicates V minus V naught ಆಗ್ತದ. The whole end is going to be called as what? V here. Then AC equal to OD ಆಗಿರ್ತದ. This becomes what? T ಆಗ್ತದ. We using very simple words here. Consider an object moves with initial velocity. ಯಾವುದಪ್ಪ? ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಅಂದರೆ V naught ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. With the time interval t, velocity is V ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. As shown in figure. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ನಮಗೆ ಬರೆದ್ವಿ. ಇನ್ನು ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಬಾಬಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಇವಾಗ? ಎ ಒಳಗದ ಅಂದರೆ ವಿದೌಟ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಟ್ ಓರಿಜಿನ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಒಳಗದ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಆವಾಗ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ V naught ಇರ್ತದೆ. ದೆನ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ t equal to 0 ಇರ್ತದೆ. As soon as object is in a motion ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ the time interval goes on changes, gradually increase ಆಗುತ್ತೆ and reach the position B ಆಗುತ್ತೆ and reaches the position what? B is nothing but a final velocity ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. So therefore ಏನು ಬರಿಬೋದು ನಾನು? Here OA is nothing but a V naught is a initial velocity and BC is nothing but a change in velocity BC minus equal to V minus V naught here, and after that OD equal to OD here, OD equal to t here. So this will give what area under curve ಇದೆ. So therefore x equal to, which all gives what displacement in the two position ಆಗಿದೆ. So therefore x equal to area under rectangle ಯಾವುದಪ್ಪ OACD plus area of a triangle here half into BC, in the sense what height into base, BC into height ಯಾವುದಪ್ಪ AC ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ರಿ. Okay, we know very well area of a rectangle in the sense what length into breadth. What is length here baba? Length ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದಪ್ಪ V0 ತಾನೆ. So therefore V0. Then what about breadth here? T ada, so T as usual. Then half the area of triangle is there. So we know very well BC is nothing but V minus V0. AC is nothing but T here, T. But thing is that equation can be rearranged as ಹೇಗೆ ಬರಿಬಹುದು ನಾನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ V0 T plus half into V minus V0 into T. This will use what acceleration only, the change in the velocity by time interval ಇರ್ತದೆ. So we know equation that x equal to V0 T plus half ಯಾವುದಪ್ಪ V minus V0 into T here. But ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದೇನೆಂದರೆ V minus V0 ಅಂದರೆ AT. So I'm just replacing the values V minus V0 as a AT. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ V equal to V0 T plus half ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. This will becomes AT into T here. So this becomes what here V0 T plus half AT square. So this will be a expression for displacement of a particle with what a uniform acceleration. This is the first kinetic equation here. So this can also be rewrite as S equal to, here S is taken as displacement and V0 here U is taken as initial velocity, the time interval T here, and A is remains because A is a uniform acceleration. With the help of this velocity time graph, we derived equation as x equal to V0 T plus half AT square. This is very important for competitive exams as well as theory, because with the help of this equation we can easily calculate displacement of an object with respect to constant acceleration. We can find out height of an object from various distances. So this equation is very helpful to understand the respective cases. After finishing this one, because we come to know that there are three equations are there, as I said earlier. ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆಲ್ಲ 3 equations ಇದಾವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್? ವಿತ್ ದ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೇಮ್ ವಿಟಿ ಗ್ರಾಫ್, ನಾ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ನ ಯಾವ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದೇ ಗ್ರಾಫನ್ನು ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೇನೆ. ಒಂದೇ ಗ್ರಾಫನ್ನು ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ derive the equations. So next equation is to derive expression for V equal to V0 plus AT. Of course, let us consider VT graph as shown the figure. ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಇದೇ ಗ್ರಾಫನ್ನು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. VT graph ಇದೆ. As you know very well, object is in a motion. Of course, motion ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ the quantities like a displacement, velocities, time interval changes. But in this case, acceleration is remain same ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ when object is at a position A ಒಳಗದ ಅಂದ್ರೆ whose initial velocity is V0 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. After some time interval T ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ then object reaching the position B ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, then time interval may changes, and but at the position A velocity v naught ittu, at the position B ಬಂದಾಗ change of velocity ಆಯಿತು, ಅಂದರೆ v ಆಗಿ ಬದಲಾಯಿತು. we know very well change of velocity ಯಾವುದಪ್ಪ, acceleration ಬರುತ್ತೆ. we following the same graph here. we are writing very simple equations. ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನೇ ಬರಿಬೋದು. ಏನು ಬರಿಬೋದು ಅಂದರೆ, consider an object moving with the initial velocity v naught with the time interval t. After time t interval t, object reach in the position B and velocity becomes final velocity v ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, with the help of same explanation we go with the equation v equal to v naught plus at. It is also rewrite as v equal to u plus at ಕೂಡ ಬರೀತಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ, we know very well, we know that here is a triangle. The slope of a triangle represents slope of a triangle represents. We know very well what is that. Velocity by time is called acceleration. So therefore the slope of this graph also represent ಏನು ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ, represents acceleration. Acceleration. Dotted lines also, the area under curve VT graph also represent acceleration. So therefore acceleration is equal to change in velocity divided by time t. As I said earlier, this slope, ಈ triangle ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, this triangle also represent what, acceleration ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ. ಅಂದರೆ slope of this graph represent what, acceleration. Change in velocity ಅಂದರೆ slope nothing but BC. Time is nothing but AC. AC equal to OD here. So AD or OD here. BC here, the change in the velocity as V minus V naught. And OD is nothing but a time interval T here. So finally equation becomes, just replacing A here, so then equation becomes AT equal to V minus V naught. Okay, then the V becomes what, V naught, I am going this side, plus AT. So this will give us the expression and relation between initial and final velocities of a moving an object with respect to uniform acceleration by the time interval t. This also be rearranged as, ಇದು ಹೇಗೆ ಬರೀಬಹುದು ನಾವು ಅಂದರೆ, v equal to u plus at. With the help of this equation ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ, we can easily calculate initial as well as the final velocity of a moving object. ಹಾಗೆಯೇ we can easily calculate acceleration as well as time interval also. So we'll repeat once again. When object at a position A body movement ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ it is at rest position whose velocity is what, 0, ಅಂದರೆ that velocity is called initial velocity ಅಂತ ತಗೋತೀನಿ. After some time interval t ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ then reaching the position B ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅವಾಗ velocity gradually change ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, increases ಆಗಂತ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, then initial ಮತ್ತೆ final ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. The change in the velocity, in the sense what, final minus initial obviously gives what, acceleration ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, but the change in the velocity ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. But we know very well, ನಮಗೇನು ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ, the slope of this graph, the slope of area under curve gives what, acceleration. But we know very well acceleration is nothing but the change in the velocity by time interval, rate of change of velocity by time interval. We know very well this ratio is as a slope here. Slope is nothing but height by base, so BC upon OD here. So BC has nothing but V minus V naught, final minus initial velocity by time interval t here. I am just replacing the equation. This becomes AT equal to V minus Vt, then V is nothing but a final velocity equal to v naught plus at, nothing but v equal to u plus at. I'm just derived the same equation with the same graph. So that is why velocity time graph is very important to understand motion of an object in a various situation. After finishing this equation, we move with another equation, very important, that is to derive equation of v square equal to v naught square plus 2ax with uniform acceleration here. So that is v square equal to v naught square plus 2ax. In this equation, v is called final velocity, v naught is called initial velocity, a is called uniform acceleration, and x is called displacement of a particle moving in a direction. It is also written as v square equal to u square plus 2as. I am using same graph here. Consider this is called x-axis, this is called y-axis here. In y-axis, I am taking as a t as a time interval, here velocity v here. If object is in a motion, A and B here, C and D, this is called origin O here. The height OA represents initial velocity V naught here. This will give a change in velocity V minus V naught here. Of course, with the same explanation, consider an object at a position A whose initial velocity is V naught. After by taking some certain time interval aitu andre, object takes a motion. It is in a motion. Then velocity changes V naught as a V agutte. During the interval, the velocity is going to be changed agide. That velocity is V minus V naught agide. So this will give what a graphical presentation agide. So therefore, we know very well, consider an object here OA andre, this OA is nothing but V naught here, initial velocity, and AC equal to OD equal to time interval t here, and BC equal to change in velocity V minus V naught. So with the help of this graph, we come to know that the slope of this VT graph is the slope of the slope of VT graph represents just understand the definition here. The change in the velocity by the time interval, obviously it is called a quantity called as acceleration, because velocity by time nothing but acceleration only. Idu slope kuda adine helutte, change in velocity by time helutte. So hagadre the slope is also called acceleration, represents acceleration. So therefore A equal to slope here. What is slope over here? Slope is nothing but height by base, BC by AC here. We know very well A equal to V minus V naught by T here. If you want to calculate motion of an object, then equation becomes V equals to V naught plus AT. We know very well it is equation what you call as relation between initial and final velocity if object moving in a certain time interval t anta tagondivi. But we know very well the average velocity of an object. Yen gotu namage andre A equal to the sum of initial and final divided by the ratio 2. this will give average velocity. This will give the average velocity. If object is moving from position A to B 1 2 andre, the slope is also gives what acceleration, as I said earlier. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಇದೇನು ತಗೋಬಹುದು ನಾನು ಅಂದರೆ x equal to at ಅಂತ ನಾನು ತಗೋತೀನಿ. With the help of this equation ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, t is taken as v minus v naught by a ಅಂತ ತಗೋತೀರಿ. So therefore ಏನು ತಗೋಬಹುದು ನಾನು ಅಂದರೆ, so a is nothing but v plus v naught by 2 here, then t is nothing but v minus v naught by a here. Then this equation is simply look like a plus b into a minus b, so it becomes a square minus b square. So therefore then equation becomes v plus v naught into bracket v minus v naught, then equation becomes x, then 2a here, then this is x here, LCM is 2a. Then I am just replacing the value, placing this value 2 as here, then equation becomes v square minus v naught square equal to 2ax here. If you want to calculate the final equal to initial with respect to uniform acceleration, then equation becomes v square equal to, going this side, this becomes positive here, v naught square plus 2ax here. So this is the third form of a kinetic equation with respect to uniform acceleration. See here, the velocity may changes, displacement also changes here, but in the all the above three equation the acceleration is constant. So therefore the dotted or area under curve represents what? Acceleration. In the sense what? Acceleration of an object is remains same during a motion of an object. However small intervals also may be, then the equation can also be rewritten as v square equal to u square plus 2as. So these are the set of equation. With the help of these set of equation or kinetic equations, we can easily calculate motion of an object with respect to upper velocities, acceleration, height, distances and time intervals also. After finishing this one, let us continue the relative velocity in the next class. Thank you.